You did not start no car battery with your bare hands.
If I didn't, may God murder my children. I hate that I even spoke about that. If I didn't, may God murder my children.
No, don't say that.
Please, kill them today. Right now, today.
Hello everyone. Today I will be providing you with tips on how to beat passive players. Since a lot of people complain about them, including myself, I thought I could give you guys some advice on how I deal with them. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first tip is the use of feints. Successfully using a feint allows you to deceive your opponent. When fighting a passive player, they will most likely dodge the minute you press M1. The trick is to mix your opponent up. Mix in feints and real M1s from time to time, and occasionally M2s. As long as you don't become obvious, your opponent won't know what you're going to do next. The next tip is passive-aggressive play. When chasing down your opponent, don't think about attacking, rather, stay on the defense. Keep a dodge-first mindset. Your opponent might M1 to try and keep you from getting too close. Dodge their M1 and you should be able to land a barrage, or a M2 if successfully perfect dodged. Playing passive-aggressive can also allow opportunities for you to attack first. When approaching your opponent, after a while, he may expect you to dodge and won't punch. This will allow you a free opportunity to land some hits. Don't forget to mix in feints from time to time because your opponent just might be waiting for you to M1 in order to dodge. The next tip is forcing your opponent to infight. Most passive players try to avoid infighting, usually because they suck at it. To manage this, you will also play passive-aggressive. And once you manage to get inside, this is where the real challenge starts. You have to manage to keep your stamina, dodge punches, stay close to your opponent, and of course output damage. So I will try to break it down first. Managing stamina is most important. When in fighting, there is no room for pre-dodges. You need to closely watch your opponent's movements and indicator in order to successfully dodge. And when punching, use only around 3 to 4 punches, and occasionally M2s. Also, change angles by walking around your opponent. This allows for your punches to come from places your opponent may not see, and can catch them off balance. When trying to stay close to your opponent, don't think about trying to land punches, just focus on chasing them down and trying to get inside. Eventually, opportunities will open up. Don't be too hasty though, or you just might be caught in a barrage. Be patient and wait until you are ready to attack yourself. Don't fight on your opponent's pace. And also, you don't have to be so close to your opponent, just close enough to where you can dodge and where your punches reach. And as for damage output, if you have a heavy style, you can mainly focus on depleting their health with M1s and mistimed M2s. Don't forget to manage your stamina. For lighter styles or counter styles, you will need to put out a lot more effort, since they don't tend to do a lot of damage. Try to focus on breaking the block, or going for counters. Also, since lighter styles tend to have more stamina, you can dash around your opponent for angle changes, but just using basic movement never goes wrong either. The next tip is zoning. Zoning is staying at a certain range, most likely your preferred range. But you will need to stay at a range where your punches can reach. This allows for you to adapt to your opponent's game plan and tendencies. Zoning is what I do majority of the times, since I can react fast enough to dodge and get off some punches as I please. Don't be aggressive when fighting a passive player, you'll just play into their trap. Instead, take your time to adopt and settle in. And after a few minutes, you'll be able to read your opponents and find new ways to beat them. And that is all I have to say for this video. Let me know in the comments if this helped. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.
And we could just fade away into each other's lives. And we could just fade away until we're all right. And we could just